Oh boy. Alright, let me get ready to do this video real quick. I ain't got no topic to talk about real quick. Let me see what's popping real quick. Okay, videos. Okay, let's go to Twitter real quick. Like, views from the 6th drop? It fucking dropped. It's the 29th. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Views from the 6th. Views from the 6th. Let's go. Go. Come on, Pirate Bay. Pirate Bay, get it for me. Come on. Why is this taking forever? Why is it taking so long? Come on. God dang. Come on. Everybody over here talking about views from the 6th on Twitter, man. They done crashed the fuck. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's try this one more time. Let's try this one. This is some bullshit, man. Fuck Apple. Bullshit, man.
Game at the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2 p.m.
Oh man.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Mr. DDG94 here with another NBA 2K MyCareer gameplay. And today we're taking on the hometown team, the Milwaukee Bucks. We're gonna try and see if we come out here with this win. And we're going to talk about the topics that you see, because you know why you clicked on the title. You clicked on the title. You know why you're here. So you know what you need to do. You see that like button right there? You need to put some
respect on it.
God damn it. But anyways, though, you see the title, you know why you clicked on the video, so you know what it is. You know, like I know, that you know that I know, that you know that I know what I do know, but you know it too. But what I know that you know and that I know it too is that we need to talk about these topics, cuz.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Not gonna be able to do it. Nope. Put some respect on it.
So so the question is, Chris Paul cursed? I think not. I think Donald Sterling has cursed the Clippers for life. I think he put a hex on them before he left. So I think the Clippers are cursed, but I don't necessarily think that Chris Paul is cursed. I personally think that Chris Paul just hasn't had the right team, because it's weird to see a guy who wants it, man. Chris Paul is one of those guys who actually wants it, man. Like he wants to be he wants to be a champion so bad, and it's like he can never get it for some odd reason. For some odd reason, he can never get over that hump, and it bothers.
This run, passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up. Now here's Carter Williams.
It bothers him. It bothers me, and I think it bothers a lot of people that this is a guy who you can tell every night he steps out on the floor, you can tell he wants it so bad. He wants the championship so bad, and yet he just can't get over that hump of becoming a champion. And it bothers. It bothers me. It bothers a lot of people. What's going on here? So yeah, I honestly don't know what to say at this point in time. I think that I think that I think maybe it's just time for a change of scenery. I don't think the Clippers can do it for him. I think he needs to go somewhere else. Everybody's saying he should go to Cleveland. Everybody's saying he should, saying that if KD decides to stay in Oklahoma City, he should go to Oklahoma City. Some people even say he'd go to New York. So it's like, if those places aren't good enough for him, then where can he go? It's one place that I think Chris Paul could work out in, because I think they have the tools and the coaching that can get him over that hump, and that is the Miami Heat. So yeah, man, I think the Miami Heat is the best option for him, because you gotta look at their roster though, man. They have a really stacked roster, man. And just imagine if you took Gordon Dragic out the equation and you put Chris Paul in there. Imagine that. You take out Chris Paul. You take out Gordon Dragic and you put Chris Paul in that situation. Put Chris Paul in a Miami Heat jersey and look at what the fuck would happen, bro. It would be 10 times better, because think about it. He have Dwayne Wade, Hassan Whiteside, and Chris Bosh, man. He have Hassan Whiteside, Chris Bosh. He have a young guy. He have a young guy in Justice Winslow, who he can probably mentor and teach the game to a little bit. Then you have Eric Spoelstra as your coach. And then you got that stacked ass bench that you also have. Luau Deng, Gerald Green, Amari Stoudemire. That's a loaded ass Miami team, dog. And I don't think people are really paying attention to the Heat, man. The Heat is, I understand they down 3-2 in the series right now, but still though, that's still a stacked ass team. And if you could imagine Chris Paul, if you could just imagine Chris Paul in a Miami Heat uniform, just imagine the success that they would have. Even without LeBron James on the Miami Heat team, that Miami Heat team would still be a championship contender no matter what, and they would be a true threat. That is like the truest, I think that would be the truest threat to LeBron James. I think that would be the only true threat to LeBron James that could actually outdo LeBron James and the Cavaliers in the East, would be that Miami Heat team. So yeah, man, I don't know, man. And then I don't know what to say, man. Then you got Blake Griffin. I don't know. I don't know, man. It seems like whenever Blake Griffin gets over the hump, something fucks him over. Like some type of injury or something just fucks him over, and you don't know why. But to be honest with you, I think that Blake Griffin needs a new place of scenery too. I think Blake Griffin needs to go somewhere else too, man. I hate to see the guy, talents go to waste like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where he could go. My best choice for him would probably be, I don't know where to put him at. Miami would be a good look for him too, but I don't know where you could put Blake Griffin at. I don't know. It's just something about seeing him on another team that just throws you off a little bit. It throws you off a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. It throws you off because you're trying to figure out. Because I'm really just trying to figure out, how he would fit in. I think Blake Griffin is a talent, but I don't know where you could put him, man. I think he just needs to be somewhere else, man, where he can actually shine. Be on a team where he can actually not just shine, but be in a championship situation. Because it seems like the Clippers, it's just not the team. I think the team is just cursed. I believe that they have a good team, a good system, good coach, a good roster, but it seems as if that team is just it's just cursed. It just seems like there's a hex around that team, man. And it just seems like it'll never get over the hump, no matter what they do. So maybe it's just time to blow everything up and start rebuilding for a better, for a better future, man. I mean, I know Blake Griffin is the #1 draft pick. He's supposed to be the franchise player and all that, but you don't want to waste the guy's talent. You don't. You don't want to waste the guy's talent. You don't want to, because I'm pretty sure if you get rid of Chris Paul, you're going to lose Blake Griffin. Even if you do got Doc Rivers as your coach, you still going to lose Blake. Blake's not going to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wants to win a championship just as bad as Chris Paul does. You know what I'm saying? And Blake Griffin's game has elevated, and it's as if it's getting better. But it seems like every time we get to see that good side of Griffin, it seems like we never get a chance to fully see, because either he's injured or something just fucking happens. We don't know what's going on. But other than that, man, I personally believe that it's just time to break up the Clippers, man. I mean, you're going to be stuck with DeAndre. You can't get rid of him. So you probably just got with DeAndre. Even like an $80 million contract. Yeah, you stuck him. But Blake Griffin and Chris Paul, yeah, you have to get rid of them too. Just to save money, man. Just until Andre Jordan's contract goes down a bit to, until a couple of years of shave, probably about like 2 years in, you probably get rid of him. Trade away somebody for an affordable price, but other than that, I don't really see you getting rid of him anytime soon. So, man, I think it's just time to break up that group, man. I think it is. I think it's time to break up that group. It was a good run while it lasted. It went like 4 years, 4 years. It went about a good 4 years, man. It's time to break that group up, man. It's time to look towards something better. It's to look towards something better, bigger, and something for the future, man. It's time to get star players for draft picks, man. It's time to start drafting, get a couple of draft picks where you go from there. Maybe you build another super team like you had before. But other than that, though, I just time to break the group, man. Keep Doc Rivers. Break up the group. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get rid of everybody, man. Jay Redick, not Chris Paul, but Markford. Paul Pierce, if he ever decides to, retire. If he don't decide to retire, then you probably gonna have to get rid of him too. It's just sad, man. It's really sad. I think that it's just time for a new place to senior. I think Chris Paul belongs on the Heat. I don't know where you put Blake Griffin at this point in time. I mean, there are a couple of spots I think he could go, but it'd be tough though, because I still can't imagine him there. But I could see him with a young team like Minnesota. I could see him with a young team like Minnesota. I could see him with a team like that. It's young, they're athletic, they're fast, and then you got a guy like Blake Griffin, you got like Ricky Rubio, who pretty much be, the star players of the team, while Wiggins and Levine and Karl Anthony Towns developing the superstars. You could have Blake Griffin. You could have like you could have probably the most dangerous young team in the NBA with those guys right there. So I think it could work. Or if LeBron's still on his whole shit, he could probably end up trading away Kevin Love for Blake Griffin if it comes to it. I don't see him on the Cavaliers. I just don't. Everybody believes he should be on the Cavaliers because of LeBron. I just don't see it. It just doesn't fit. I don't feel like I'm not gonna say it doesn't fit. It's just not something that I would want to see Chris Paul. I don't think Chris Paul and LeBron James could work. I just don't think it could. It would work in the way that people think it would work. Because the thing is, one of the two. It's like the thing is with like LeBron James and Chris Paul, and with the thing with LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is a scorer. I'm not saying that Chris Paul isn't a scorer, but Chris Paul is an actual point guard. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is a point guard. They're both point guards in their play styles. Their play styles are like point guards. So it wouldn't really work to me that way, because who would score? Who would want to take the last shot? Would it be Chris Paul? Would it be LeBron? Who would take the last shot? Who would play the point guard? Who would take the last shot? You know what I'm saying? That's the only problem I would have with that duo right there. Whereas Kyrie and LeBron, you got a score in Kyrie, and then you got the playmaker in LeBron. So it kind of balances itself out there. It does kind of balance itself out there, because you could have Kyrie come up the court with the ball. He could take his man ISO. You know what I'm saying? If he has a weak defender on him, you can have him go ISO every time. But let's say LeBron got a weak defender on him. He can go ISO, or he can or he can draw a double team and boom, bam, boom. There you go. And then Kyrie Irving, doing what he do. I think that's why that dynamic with Kyrie and LeBron works better than it would with Chris Paul. I'm not saying that it wouldn't work. I'm just saying that, in my personal opinion, I don't see how it will balance out when you got two of the same players. They take control of the game when they need to, but they preferably like to get their teammates involved. You know what I'm saying? Like I need, like, you need one guy to be, you want one guy to be a scorer. You want one guy to be a scorer, not a guy who defers. You want at least one guy on the team to be a scorer, not a guy who defers to the team. You know what I'm saying? You want at least one guy that's going to be aggressive on offense. That's what I mean by that dynamic not working, because you'll have two of the same players. So yeah, man. Other than that, though, I think it could work. It could work, but it's not there. I just think that the Miami Heat is a better option because of all the pieces he would have around him, the coach that he would have on him, the pieces he would have around him. I think it could work with Chris Paul. Then with Blake, Minnesota, you got Tom Thibodeau, probably help him out with his defense a little bit, probably make him a little bit more aggressive than what he was in LA. You know what I'm saying? Then you got that young core right there. Then you still got that young core right there, and you still have And the thing is, though, he would still have like I want to say like a pass first type of point guard in Ricky Rubio, so he could still do Lob City. It just be in another state. That's all. Other than that, other than the Minnesota Timberwolves, the only other team I could really see him with, realistically, who I could see him with, would probably be the Chicago Bulls. It would be a good fit for him. I think it'd be a good fit for him because Pau Gasol's not coming back. So I think getting a guy like, Thompson passes to Roberts. Back to Thompson. Down low. I think getting a guy like Blake Griffin as your point guard, as your power forward, could help you out. I think it could help him out tremendously. You got Blake Griffin, Jimmy Butler, Derrick Rose, and then you still have that bench around them. I think they could go places with Blake Griffin in the Chicago Bulls uniform. I mean, it would be a good fit. That's just me, though.
Here's prime time. True on the 14-footer. Prime time's got 11.
So yeah, I don't know, man. But I think it's time for the Clippers to just break up, man. I think it's time to get rid of the pieces, man, and just rebuild. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to keep DeAndre, but because of his contract, but I think it's time to rebuild. Me personally, I just think it's time to rebuild the team, man. They haven't gone. Last year they should have gone. They should have went to the conference finals. They should have been facing up against the Golden State Warriors. They should have been right there, poised to be NBA champions, and it hasn't worked. They haven't gone anywhere since Chris Paul joined. Since Chris Paul has joined, they haven't gone anywhere other than the second round. They haven't gone anywhere. They haven't gone anywhere past the second round. So I think it's time to break the team up. I think it's time to look to the future. It's time to start rebuilding, man. It's time for the Clippers to go back to what they used to be. You know, the booty Clippers. You know what I'm saying? It was fun while it lasted, but if it ain't going nowhere, it's time for a change. You know what I'm saying? So maybe LA would just have to suffer with two booty teams. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to deal with the Clippers and the Lakers. You know, just two booty ass teams for a while. You know, Lakers in rebuilding mode, Clippers in rebuilding mode. It's just about that time. You know. It's just how it has to be. So yeah. Other than that,
Harris comes in for Mike Scott, and Parker subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he sinks the second. About a minute and a half into the
so yeah. Other than that, though, another topic that I wanted to talk about that I forgot about. I'm trying to think. What was the topic? What was the topic? Oh yeah, fucking Boston getting eliminated. God damn it. Kind of upset about that because I said that Boston would be the only team that I think could beat the Cavaliers, and it's sad that they are not going to face the Cavaliers. And I hope that the Heat can just get rid of the Hornets as soon as possible so the Heat can move forward, because the Heat are the only last option for the Eastern Conference. Because if the Heat don't make it out of the second round, if the Heat don't make it out of this first round, it's over for the Eastern Conference. You know who's winning it, and the matchup is gonna be set. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. I just don't like. It's not that I don't like LeBron. I'm just kind of tired of seeing LeBron in the finals, man. I'm tired of seeing LeBron in the finals. I want to see somebody else in the finals for once. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know the Miami Heat have been in the finals as many times as LeBron has, because let's face it, he hasn't been to the finals multiple times with any team other than the Miami Heat. But still, though, that Miami Heat team without LeBron is still as entertaining as it was with him. So for me personally, I would like it if we had a change of scenery in the NBA Finals where LeBron was not involved. I'm just saying, you know. And it's hard to do that when you got. It's hard to do that when you got when you got a shitty conference such as the Eastern Conference, you know what I'm saying?
No good that time either. Warriors leading by 3.
When you got a conference such as the Eastern Conference, it's kind of hard to see anybody else going over. If your team don't have LeBron on it, you ain't winning. So that's just my personal opinion. I personally believe that.
There's the screen.
I want the Heat to take. I want the Heat to meet the. I want the Heat to meet
Mayo dishing to Henson. Shot
Cleveland in the conference finals because we've never got. Because think about it, we've never got to see the matchup. We never got to see the matchup that we wanted.
home stretch in this final quarter.
Think about it.
Here's prime time. He makes his right shot.
Let's be honest. Have we got to see the matchup that we've wanted to see all along? No. We never got a chance to see the matchup we never wanted. And that was Dwayne Wade versus LeBron James NBA playoffs. We have never gotten to see a 7-game series where LeBron James faced Dwayne Wade. We've had 7-game series where LeBron played with Dwayne Wade, but we've never seen LeBron versus Dwayne Wade in a playoff series. Never. Either Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat couldn't get over the hump, or LeBron couldn't get over the hump.
Stop giving them 3 points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
And I want to see Dwayne Wade versus LeBron one of these times. If we can't get Kobe versus LeBron in the NBA Finals, we got to at least get Dwayne Wade versus LeBron in a playoff series. I'm just saying, man. Y'all don't know how long I've been waiting for that matchup. You don't know how long I've been waiting for that matchup. We finally got to see Dwayne Wade and LeBron versus Carmelo Anthony. We got to see that one. We got to see LeBron and Dwayne Wade versus Carmelo Anthony, but but have we ever seen LeBron versus Dwayne Wade? I'm just tired of waiting, man. This should be the year right here, man. They got a stacked. The Heat got a stacked ass team, and I don't know how the fuck they are down in the series to the goddamn Hornets, man. It don't make no goddamn sense, bro. They should annihilated this team, bro. The first 2 games they should have annihilated. This should have been a sweep. This should have been a sweep right here, bro. This is easy money. This is the fucking Hornets of all teams, bro. The Hornets, the trash ass Hornets. Come on, bro. This don't make no fucking sense.
And the Warriors lead by 7.
Looks to me like they hit the refresh button here in the second half after shooting.
They should have been took care of these niggas, bro. They should already be in the second round going up against whoever win the Toronto Indiana series. Don't make no goddamn sense, man.
To the inside.
I'm not gonna be able to do it.
To seal the deal.
Not gonna be able to do it at all, man.
They keep the foot on the accelerator.
So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk about Chris Paul and Law and the Clippers. And talk a little bit about the playoffs a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man. And we got I think who we got? We got San Antonio versus OKC. Now you know I can't go against my favorite player, right? You know I can't go against my boy KD. You know I can't go against my boy Russell Westbrook. But then, you know, the Spurs, they got my boy Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? It's my top 3 favorite players. So you know I'm be watching that series closely. But you know KD is my favorite player. So you know I'm gonna have to, you know I'm gonna have to go with OKC on this one, right? Right.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's an 8-point game.
So I mean, am I gonna say they're gonna win the series?
No.
Am I gonna say they're gonna win the series? Am I gonna say they're gonna lose the series?
No.
What I'm saying is, if I had to choose, I would choose OKC. But I don't know. Because the playoffs is a totally different scenario from the regular season. Ain't no telling what KD and Russell Westbrook got up their sleeve, man. Ain't no telling what the whole Oklahoma City Thunder team got up their sleeve. Because Oklahoma City Thunder got depth. So I think they can match up with the Spurs pretty well. I'm expecting a 7-game series from those two teams right there. That's a 7-game series right there. That's not an easy out for either team. That's a 7-game series. If I had to choose, I would choose Oklahoma City Thunder, but you got my favorite player, Kawhi Leonard on the San Antonio Spurs. So yeah, other than that though, man, I'm gonna just leave that right there for now. We'll just see how that series go. So yeah, man, that's pretty much about it. We take care of business against the hometown team, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I will see you all in the next video. Till then, peace out.
Yep. Put some respect on it.